Guess what? We both got new bikes this year. Let's talk about them.
What's up, Fiend fan? Throttle Fiend here with Moto Sensei,
Hi.
and we're here to talk about our new bikes that we got this year. So, for those of you who have been following me on Instagram and or Facebook, you may already know. For those that aren't or don't, we're here to talk about that and give you some more information. So, for those that have been following the channel for a while, first of all, thank you so much. It means more to me than you know. But I had purchased a 2022 Harley Davidson Lowrider ST El Diablo number 444 out of 1500 from the great folks at Harley Davidson in Macedon, New York. And I brought the bike home and went for a ride. When I came back, I put the kickstand down. In our driveway, in the back of our driveway, it's a little on the rough side, and there's some spots where we have some gravel and some soft concrete spots. Well, I didn't realize it was in one of those spots, so as I went to swing my leg over to get off the bike started tipping over. I was unable to stop it. Thankfully, I had a guard on the bike, and it saved it from massive damage, but it did scrape the left side bag a little bit. Worse yet, when I tried to pick it up, I was unable to. I had to call my son out from his room for him to come down and help me lift it up. Apparently, my wrist is still not strong enough. As I've said in my other videos, I'm still in daily pain. I'm literally in pain right now as we're recording this. So it's been a long, ongoing process, and I feel it might be a long, ongoing process for some time. So, needless to say, that along with some other health issues, I sat down and had a real long, hard look at myself. And in talking with Moto Sensei, I made the very difficult but very necessary, even if just for the time being, decision to go to three wheels. So I am going to hopefully be taking delivery of a Billiard Blue 2023 Road Glide 3 here shortly. It has arrived at the dealership, just waiting on some parts to be delivered and installed, and then I can bring her home. Unfortunately, because of the cost of the motorcycle, I will be having to trade in the El Diablo. If money were no object, I would certainly love to hold on to the bike, but it just wasn't in the cards, and I'm okay with that. I mean, yeah, it hurts, but I've come to grips with that, and I'm not giving up on riding twos again. If it's certainly possible in the future, I definitely would like to do that. But anybody who knows me knows safety first. So I'm going to do what's best for me and my body. And I'm not going to lie. I wanted to do more traveling. And having a trike is definitely going to benefit me greatly because I'm going to have more space, arguably a more comfortable ride, excuse me. You can take other touring models and make them your own and have it just the way you want. But I think being on three, for what I've got planned for this year at the very least, I will be a lot more comfortable and probably thanking myself, especially on that Route 66 trip in mid to late July and then early August on the way back from California. So
Plus, I can ride two up with you on this one.
that's true. That's true. We've always said from day one, even before Moto Sensei decided that she wanted to pursue her motorcycle certification. that if we ever rode two up, it would be on a trike. We would never ride two up on two wheels. She doesn't want to do it, and quite frankly, I didn't want to do it. I
No,
know
this one will allow us to do that because, you know, the seat's really comfortable. Actually, we're getting a different seat than the stock seat, but the
Yeah.
seat's really comfortable and have a backrest and not the big comfy, you know, armrest back seat, but you know, still a comfortable backrest.
Yeah, not the same one that's on the
Tri-Glide.
Tri-Glide Ultra, but it's going to be comfortable enough. As she said, I'm not doing the stock seat. Stock seat is comfortable based on what I sat on it, but it felt like it pushed me a little too far forward. Plus, with the way the stock Road Glide bars come back to me, it felt like I was crunched. So we are getting the sundowner seat, and that is much more comfortable, and
for you and for me.
yeah, it's got a much bigger pillion pad in the back, plus we're both going to have backrests, and it's going to be great. So really looking forward to riding the bike. I mean, again, like I said, it was a difficult decision. I spent many restless nights thinking about it and going back and forth, and it's the right move. You know, I've got other plans as far as working on my health and my wrist, and if two wheels are in again in my future, which I have a feeling they will be, because I'm just stubborn enough to make it happen. You know, there's going to be a lot of things to
Why
look
don't you
at.
talk about the other upgrades that you have planned currently for the bike when you take delivery of it? Hopefully everything will be in.
Okay, yeah. So you know, as with everything else, things are getting better, but supply chain issues are still an issue. So as we pointed out, we're getting the sundowner seat.
Backrest for both of us.
Backrest for both of us. Mine's going to be the fully adjustable backrest. I am swapping out the stock bars for a set of the Harley Davidson Fuse FUSE tall bars. It'll put them, you know, more about shoulder height, and I also have a little bit of bend in my arms. And you know, it'll be a lot more comfortable than the stock ones. Having front highway or crash bars put on so that we could have highway pegs put on. Having a heel shifter installed. Obviously, it automatically comes with a toe shifter, but having a heel shifter installed, I've never used one before, but I've also never had a bike with floorboards on them. And from everybody that I've talked to that's used them, once you use them, you don't go back. So I'm looking forward to trying that out and seeing how that goes. As per usual, I will also be having a recluse clutch installed because of my arthritic wrists.
The stage 2.
I was going to leave that for last, but thank you. I am getting a stage 2 upgrade, the torque cam. I did want to look into the stage 3, but I've heard conflicting stories about it being something that's compatible. I've been told you might need a new transmission. The Harley Davidson website itself says that it doesn't fit the Road Glide 3. I like keeping the factory warranty for as long as I can. So you know, I think, I mean, yes, it's quite a bit heavier than the 114. Yeah, then the bike, my lowrider S, I had the 114 and the 117 that was in the El Diablo, or that is in the El Diablo, because it's still in my possession. But I think I've seen some dyno sheets done, and looks like the power output and the torque output will probably put it right about on par with a 117. You know, obviously it's quite a bit heavier, but any little extra is nice. And you know, if it comes down to the road and you know, they work the kinks out, or I decide that I do want to jump up and do like a stage 3 122, was it 121 or 122? I think it's 122. Go from there. but for the time being, I'm not out there trying to break land speed records. It's all about enjoying the ride and having as much fun as I can. I definitely get on the throttle, hence the name, but we'll see what happens. Also having a luggage rack installed, and I think that's it. Get the highway paved.
Oh no, you forgot the neighbor haters.
Oh yes, and of course, doing a stage 1 or stage 2. Yeah, you have to. So I'm doing the Cobra Neighbor Haters exhaust. One of the customers had bought a freewheeler that was being delivered, and they had the neighbor haters on it, and sounded decent, but then there was another bike there, I believe it was either a road glide or a street glide, where it had the neighbor haters on it. It was in there for some other work, and they were broken in, if you will, and they sounded phenomenal. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that. And
hence the word neighbor hater.
yeah, obviously also swapping out the lighting for the incandescent lighting for LEDs. So we're doing custom dynamics in the back. I'm taking the custom dynamic bulbs out of the El Diablo, because I did that with the El Diablo, and I'm just going to have them swap them over to the trike, put the incandescent bulbs that came with the El Diablo back in. Now, as a side note to all of this, one of the things that's helped me, I don't want to say deal, but I guess deal with this situation is the person who is purchasing the bike back from the dealership after I traded in. And it's actually one of the reasons why it kind of pushed me in that direction, from a standpoint of I felt good about it. Gentleman who is purchasing it is a rider who's ridden for many years. As a matter of fact, he has an original. He's the original owner of an original 83 or 84 FXRT, which those of you who are out there know that the El Diablo was based off of for the Icon collection. So one, it's a local person, and two, obviously they're a fan, and I know they're going to take the bike and they're going to treat it with the reverence and everything that it deserves. Because even before I made the decision to go to 3. I went back and forth about whether I should keep the El Diablo anyhow, because I have a plan of 20,000 miles this year. I plan on, I'm definitely doing Ohio Windy 9, or Windy 9, sorry. And I always get that mixed up. And then Route 66, as well as possibly a trip down to Florida and all up and down the East Coast this riding season. So I kind of really didn't want to put that kind of mileage on a bike like that. I mean, I know bikes are, built to be ridden, but I kind of felt like that was something that I didn't want to do. So that, knowing that it was going to, we'll call him a collector, I guess, but that it was going to a good home and was going to be treated right, makes it easier for me to do this. And for sure, if he's game, I definitely want to meet him. Been told by the dealership that that's a definite possibility. And I'd love to be able to see if he would be up for an interview or something, because obviously he's been riding a long time, got a lot of different perspectives, and especially since he's a fan of the original FXRT as well as the El Diablo, I'd love to get his thoughts on it all. So okay, enough of my yapping. That being said, Moto Pink Sensei also has gotten herself a new bike. We're probably going to be going down soon to pick it up, but take it away.
So I got the Honda Rebel 1100T DCT. It's the new bagger version of the Rebel 1100, and yeah, I got the maroon color. I'm very excited. So I know that some of you guys may have watched my video on Derek's channel last summer. I think we did it. I was riding the Navi, kind of explaining my experience with the MSF course and not being able to really handle the shifting. So that's why I chose to go with the automatic bike. But in kind of watching a lot of people's videos, we've been watching some on the heel toe shifter, and some people, I think it was Matt Laidlaw's video that we were watching on the heel toe shifter.
Yeah, it
And-
was some of the things that Harley had taken from
some of the stuff that he was talking about, like with people having, problems like, with the toe shifter, and, really got me kind of thinking that probably is what a lot of my issue comes from, because my left knee I've had surgery on it twice. I had some cartilage fixed, in it, and then 4 years later I had surgery again, to take out the arthritis that was in there. So like my knee is structurally sound, but it's weak, and it's weaker than normal than it was before I
just
had
like my
injury,
wrist.
just like your wrist. And it makes it hard to lift the toe shifter. And I think that's where I struggled and had a hard time. I can get the bike into first gear, and after that it's a struggle to get it up. And having struggling with finding a bike, I think that was one of the reasons we struggled a lot with too, is finding a bike that I could flat foot. Even the Navi I couldn't flat foot. So that was, even though it was an automatic bike, it weighed like 250 pounds or something.
Yeah,
So,
it's like 250.
we could throw it around if we wanted to, but I couldn't flat foot it. And that was a struggle for me. And, it was fun to ride. I could, ride it around and stuff, but I can't flat foot it. And the Rebel I can flat foot, and I think I feel comfortable riding it. And I haven't gotten it home yet, but I haven't really ridden it, but it's something that I can feel comfortable riding because I can flat foot it and feel comfortable holding it up and being steady on it. I've sat on Sportsters, I've sat on other bikes, it's like, oh, let's try this one, you start with this, start with that. I can't flat foot it. And if I can't flat foot it, how am I supposed to feel comfortable riding it? And, I think that really hit home when we heard, them talking about like the heel toe shifter. And, so eventually once I get more comfortable riding and, I end up getting my license, because even though I passed the course last summer in Ohio, New York and Ohio don't reciprocate to each other. So I still have to actually get my license this summer from New York. Eventually I'll try to, ride on Derek's bike with the heel toe shifter and the Recluse, and maybe that would, help a little bit. He's still trying to convert me over to a Harley, even though I'm a Honda.
I love all bikes, but
even though I'm a Honda right now. So eventually I'll do that. But, we did do a couple upgrades, small little upgrades. I did get a closer seat that brings me up about just an inch or so. I do have short little arms. And I got the engine guard, and I got a little luggage rack for the back. I don't know how much, traveling I'll be doing, but I'll definitely be riding around locally. Unfortunately, just starting my career as a nurse, I'm in a residency program that doesn't really allow us to get a lot of vacation time. I'm really, really, really trying to get the time off so I can come down and be in Ohio for the Windy Nine. I don't know if I'll be able to be there the whole time, but we're trying to work that out. But other than that, I don't know what my schedule is going to be available most of the summer. So it might just be local riding around here, which is okay, But yeah, I'm really excited about it. I just got a new helmet too, and it matches the bike. So I'm really excited about that too. So now I have a really cool helmet that matches my bike, and Derek wants to steal my helmet. So
yeah, I'm very jealous because fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you want to look at it, that new Ruroc Carbon Ruby,
it's mine.
it's the perfect helmet. It matches the El Diablo.
It's a good thing we don't wear
perfectly.
the same size helmet. Otherwise, you'd be stealing my helmet.
Well, what good would it do me if I don't have the El Diablo anymore? So
You need to get one that matches your blue bike.
yes.
Yeah. So that's my bike. We'll definitely be. I'm excited to get out and practice. We both have to practice, so we'll both be hitting parking lots as soon as we get our bikes to practice. He's got the the trike now, and I've got to practice mine, and then eventually I got to take my road test. So that'll be an exciting thing. And we got to get some comm systems and some what else we got to get? Oh, cameras, because we have like one camera.
Get you at least one camera,
Yeah.
and
we have like one camera we've been sharing with each other. Yeah, so that's us in a nutshell. He's got all these plans, you know, to travel all these miles, and I'm just like, well, I'll see what my work schedule is and see when I might be able to join you, maybe.
So hopefully this will be the first of many videos coming back to the channel. Again, everybody who stuck with me through all this, you know, with breaking my wrist and kind of really just being in a bad headspace for the last, let's call it what it is, almost 2 years.
Yeah.
It's like 20, I think we're at like 21, 22 months right now. So it's not been fun. So I want to thank each and every one of you, and I want to do everything in my power to make it up to you and bring more content to the Throttle Fiend channel that you like and that will hopefully you'll find value in. So if you are new here, first of all, thank you for making it through the video. Second of all, if you can go ahead and hit that like button, helps a lot. Lets YouTube know that this is content that you'd like to see more of, and it'll feed the algorithm gods and send it out to more. And you know, if you
You'll
like
see more of me too.
if you like what you're seeing, you know, hit that subscribe button. I typically do giveaways at every big milestone. So, you know, I'm all about giving back to the community. So whenever I can do something, I want to do it. And hopefully on to bigger and better things. The more that the Throttle Fiend channel does, the more that we can give back. So we definitely want to do that. We love the Moto community. It's been overwhelmingly supportive from day one, especially after my accident. The outpouring of love and support just blew us both away. So
Yeah, definitely.
So that being said, thanks for watching the video, and stay tuned for more. And as always,
Stay shiny side up.
Throttle Fiend out.